I am a university student and taking preparation to join the government civil service job. And joining this job is my parents' dream. Most of the work in this profession is for public welfare, but there are some issues against Islam, like hanging pictures of Prime Minister and Father of the Nation, celebrating national and international days, flowering and respecting sculpture, and to the graves of the martyrs, developing co-education, establishing riba-based institutions for helping the poor, supervising cultural organization of singing and dancing. Sheikh, what kind of sins are these deeds, and what can I do? Are these job permissible?
طيب. Thank you, Muhammad from Bangladesh. And your question is very impressive. May Allah bless you and your family. Sometimes it is somebody's dream or somebody's parents or wife or children dream to occupy a particular post. But maybe this post is 100% haram. A manager of a conventional bank or a managing director in a riba-based business. So in this case, it doesn't matter what my beloved people prefer or dream of for me. What matters is what Allah approves for me. The decision shouldn't be hard to make. But whenever you are undertaking a job where there is or there are some violations, where it is known as umumul balwa, it is everywhere in every job that you're gonna take. Let's say that you are working for a construction company, you're selling flats, you are in the marketing team, and the company itself takes loans from the bank with interest in order to build their compounds. Am I blameworthy? No, you're not blameworthy. You're blameworthy for the haram that you get involved in directly and indirectly, but I'm not handling the loans, I'm not handling the interest. I'm in the construction, I'm a construction engineer, I'm a salesperson. You're not blameworthy. So you're going to look into the benefit risk ratio. And you see, if my job generally is halal with the exception of a few events that they are not lawful, as you've mentioned, hanging the pictures and so on, you will find the pictures hanging everywhere. That shouldn't affect your source of income. But if your job is to handle the riba contracts, even if you're working for any government, that is not permissible. Helping the poor while they have certain program. My job is a social worker to investigate who's eligible and who's not, who needs help, and how much. Your job is halal, and you're not blameworthy for whatever your employer is doing as far as borrowing money or investing money in haram. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam dealt with the Jews selling, buying and mortgaging while they were dealing with riba, and they have a lot of non-lawful dealings. What matters is the segment between me and the employer, between me and the public. What kind of service, my job description, what do I do in order to deserve my salary? If this is the case, then it is permissible to undertake this job. So you're going through every little detail of the job and what you will be doing, and whether this part you will have to handle yourself or not, whether it is haram or not. If this is the case, Allah says about Himself, إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الرَّزَّاقُ ذُو الْقُوَّةِ الْمَتِينَ. Many people with weak trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they think the rizq is written for me only in this place. And if I work for this employer or this company or this sector, that's my dream and it will come true. And this is very limited understanding and short-sightedness, because Allah the Almighty says, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبْ. You and I, brothers and sisters, need to ponder over this ayah deeply of Surah Al-Talaq. Allah promises those who fear Allah, those who keep their duties to Allah and they abstain from the haram, Allah the Almighty will grant them two privileges, two great privileges. The first is, if there is any problem, any hardship, Allah will smoothly deliver you safely out of this hardship, will create for you ways out of every difficulty and calamity, will save you. And the second great privilege is what worries every single human being, rich or poor, which is wealth, provision, money. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيَرْزُقُهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ, and He will provide for him from means which he could never anticipate nor imagine. May Allah the Almighty guide us to what is best. Those newly grads, whenever they are offered the job, and their parents, even if they are religiously committed, or their family members say, honey, just take the job for 6 months, for a year, and once you gain some internship or experience, you can move to another one. It ain't happening. Most people, they take the job in the beginning, even it is clearly haram, and they get stuck in it for the next 25 to 30 years until they retire. Then after they retire, they inquire about my retirement and the money that I'm earning for my retirement, whether it is halal or haram. Then it is very problematic. Be steadfast. If you check out the job description and you know there is a clear violation of Allah's prohibitions, then say, Allah will provide for me. But if it is something that I do not have to handle personally, and my job is a social worker, serving people, the government is doing whatever, the employer is doing whatever in other dealings, I'm not concerned. What concerns me is my segment in that work. Jazakallahu khairan.